Alright, hey everybody, and welcome to the CHIUStream. Let me just turn down my volume for 1 second. Make sure I can focus and everything. So, hope everybody's doing good. Hope you're pumped up to do some drawing. I know I am. Holy smokes, it's been the craziest day. It's just been so insanely busy. I almost couldn't make it. Couple minutes late. I hope you guys are pumped because today, I got some free crap to give away. Not crap, cool stuff. iPhone apps. So many emails ago, a whole bunch of people kept asking me, hey, can I get some of these sold out art books? Can I get some of these, can you print out Waterworlds again? Can you print out this again? Can you print out that again? Is this on? Right on, okay. And, I didn't want to print out anything again. I just really didn't. After a book is sold, that's it. Who knows later on if anything is going to happen, but that's just how I feel right now, so that's how it is. So these books, they sell out pretty quick. I don't really print out too many of them. That's part of the fun. So instead, what we ended up doing was we made phone apps, and then we made the sketchbooks into phone apps and made them just super cheap. $5 for these sold out books that used to cost $20. So anybody that has actually downloaded these phone apps, help me out, rate them good, and that allows me to be able to give a bunch of free phone apps out and keep everything going. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna give out a whole bunch of phone apps. So let's come up with first the topic of tonight, and maybe even before that, we should just let everybody else out there know what the whole CHIUStream thing is all about. What the whole entire CHIUStream thing is all about. Well, it all started off with me making my sketchbook, right? As many of you know, I was doing this sketchbook for Comics Bureau in Europe. And that was cool. That was fun. So I started saying, hey, because I have so much work to do, why don't I just put these phone at, or why don't I just put, me painting online, and that way I can get people to join in with me and, keep me company and make sure that I finish this book. Well, guess what? Now I finished it, right? So today what I'm doing is I'm just painting for the heck of it. Painting for you guys out there that have been bombarding me with emails. When's the next CHIUStream? When's the next CHIUStream? I need my fix of CHIUStream. And I guess I needed it too. So thank you so much for those emails. Thank you so much for all the positive encouragement because, that's the great thing about CHIUStream, right? We encourage each other. And yes, I'm actually real, and whenever you guys email me to encourage me to keep going, I read those. And it reminds me, hey, Bobby, get off your butt. Let's go. Let's do some painting. Let's do some CHIUStream. Not like I was just sitting on my butt or nothing. It's been busy. Trust me, it's been busy, especially with traveling. It's definitely been busy. So now I'm back, ready to go, had the itch to do another CHIUStream, so here I am. So thank you all for joining in. I hope you guys are pumped up. What we do here on CHIUStream every night is we come up with a topic to paint. This puts the pressure on you. The pressure that I've just been, that I've been dealing with all day and everything, and it really teaches you how to deal with pressure. Well, at least a little bit anyways, or a good bit anyways. So what happens is you have an hour. You have an hour to do a painting, okay? And what you're going to win, winner is going to win a phone app, free phone app for our Waterworld sold out art book. Okay? So just for the heck of it, let's do some fun stuff. So let's go. Let's tear it up. Let's come up with a topic that has to do with water worlds. Okay, let's come up with a topic that has to do with underwater. Okay, and then we can all paint that thing. I will paint it too. I will paint along with you. Why? Because I finished my work today and I got nothing to do. So what am I going to do? This is a great time for me to do my own art. Why not? And hopefully you out there, you're thinking the same darn thing. And even if you do have some work, let me give you some advice. If it's not going to kill you, if you're not going to lose your job, put it down right now and sketch for yourself if you aren't enjoying it. Screw it. You know what I mean? Because why did we get into this whole entire business of drawing and painting? Is it for somebody else? No. Wasn't like that for me anyways. It was for yourself because we're interested in art. And we got to keep that love for our art nice and close. I was listening to Peter tell me about one of his friends that wasn't satisfied with her work and everything, and she didn't like what she was doing anymore, and but she's in an art studio or something like that. You know what I told her, or you know what I told him that she should do? She should quit her job and get a crappy desk job being a guard or something for a condo. So then you're all alone, midnight shift, whatever, and you're making a little bit of dough so you can pay the rent, and then you can stay at your desk and draw. Some people might break into a couple of apartments while you do that, but shit happens. Oops. See, today I am just so pumped up, just so intense. Let me just give you a fair warning right now that there might be some mature content because I am just, I've been on one of those crazy working binges again and pretty tired, but pretty intense, pretty pumped up. Why? Because you psych yourself up. You psych yourself up and you got crazy with it. You got intense, and that's how you're going to get stuff done. And that's how we are going to be different than other people. So welcome back. This is the topic. My gosh, I just spent 15 minutes coming up with the topic. But let's come up with the topic right now, and you're going to get 45 minutes. Pressure's really cooking now. 45 minutes to finish this, okay? So the topic is something Waterworld's, let's say shark type of creature. What did a shark look like? If it was also, get original with it. It's a shark-inspired creature. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so shark-inspired creature. We have until 2 a.m. in Toronto time. 2 a.m. in Toronto time. So that gives you, oops, not 2 a.m. Holy smokes. 1:30. 1:30 Toronto time. 1:30 Toronto time, so that gives you, holy smokes, that gives you, 43 minutes. 43 minutes. Okay, so Samolo, it's not a shark spider. It is a shark-inspired creature. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Winner, of course, gets a Waterworld's phone app. But as well, I figure we could play some games here. We can have some fun, and I'll test you on a little trivia. And the winners will also get phone apps as well. Woohoo! Woohoo! So for all of you people that have, participated every night, participated in the CHIUStream all these nights and never won nothing, here's your time. Here's your time for me to thank you guys for tuning in as well. Okay, so let's see. What's a good question? Here's a good question, and I'll just let this one, go for the remainder of the CHIUStream unless anybody can answer it, which would be a very tough one to answer. But the winner that answers this gets an iPhone app, a Waterworld's iPhone app. What was Kay's first website? Oh my goodness. Everybody's shaking their heads, scratching their heads, wondering what was Kay Astera's first art website. What was it called? What was the address? If you get this, my goodness, you guys are hardcore to the max. I would be very impressed if anybody got this. So, let's also, talk a bit about the interviews. Did anybody see the Mike Mignola interview that we did the other day? Did anybody catch that? Hope you guys liked it, because I sure had fun with that, and it was just a ball just to talk with them for an hour and just talk about whatever. So here we go. I'm doing a shark-inspired creature as well. Maybe I should rotate this image. Oops, what did I do? All right, here we go. Shark-inspired creature. Now you guys probably get some nice, reference. Go right ahead. I'm just gonna try to do this off the fly. So if it looks nothing like a shark, then hey, whatever. It's all good, 'cause trying hard. I'm sure I'll learn something from this as well. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Skim Paint is asking, Bobby, do you know who you're going to be interviewing next? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. What a great question. When is it? This one's going to be November 7th. November 7th, that's a Saturday. No excuses now. It's on a weekend. Okay, November 7th, it's going to be Tim Sale, my buddy Tim Sale, famous comic book artist, is going to be on the CHIUStream. He's going to be doing a little talk with us. Tim was somebody that I met in Toronto, in my hometown, at the Toronto Comic Book Festival, the Fan Expo. That's what it's called. So, we sat beside each other for that convention and just kind of stayed in touch, on the internet and everything ever since. So Tim Sale, if you guys don't know who Tim Sale is, he gets tons and tons of fans coming, lining up and everything for, I think a lot of it has to do with Heroes, the TV show. He worked on that. He's also done a lot of comic books as well. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be very cool. So that's great. He emailed, or he messaged me a while back, and he said, it was really cool to see the Alvin Lee interview that I did a while back. And so I obviously I'm gonna tell him, yeah, why don't you join? Why don't you join and be on the interview as well? So he was like, yeah, for sure. I think I would love to do that. And there you go. The rest is history. What's his topic? I'll tell you at the end of this CHIUStream, okay, what his topic is for one of his originals, because that's how we do it here. I get them on here for you, and then I get them to make a nice piece of art for somebody out there in the world. How cool is that? It's my way of, making life interesting, giving back a little at the same time. Should be fun. So tune in. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell your teachers, tell your mama. Tim Sale's coming to CHIUStream on November 7th. It'll be fun. Now, if anybody has any questions or anything about whatever, all you need to do is type in question in capital letters. That way I'll be able to see it a little bit easier in the chat. Okay? So, I see one question that hasn't been asked yet is, what the hell is this kind of sketch here? It looks like crap. I think so too. Let me just tone this down a little bit. This week, oh my goodness. You ever have a week where you are just you have such an artist block that you just can't seem to get anything right? That was my week this week, and it really felt like, geez, what's going to happen? I got barely anything to hand in. But every time I kept thinking about that, every time I kept thinking, oh man, is this not going to look good on me and all this stuff? What's the director going to think? What are all the team members going to think? Every time I kept thinking that, it just got worse and worse and worse. And all of a sudden I just remember, like, holy cow, I just caught myself in one of the most common traps. It's overthinking all this stuff. Who cares what everybody else thinks? Let me tell you something. No matter how much pressure you have on whatever job you have, you are doing a good job as long as you are trying hard. Okay? And if things mess up, if things don't go your way, big deal. You still are alive and well, and you're going to move on. You're going to go forward, and you're going to find something different. So, whole bunch of questions right now. So, Rod asks, hey Bobby, what band inspires you to paint? I have no idea. I don't really listen to music too much when I'm painting. If I'm really hardcore, then I have to paint without music. That's just how I am. Next question from Nori is, hey Bobby, when is a boring art job a boring art job? When you're bored. That's a good indicator. Just joking. Just busting your chops, Nori, because I know Nori. She's cool. The main thing is that when you are just doing the same crap over and over again, and it really does bore you to death, then that's when you know. That's when you know that it's not a good art job, right? When you're not learning anymore, that's when it's a good art job. So, Nessar asks, what helps you get out of an art block? That's a really good question. A lot of times you just got to stick with it and keep painting for about an hour and a half, and then stuff will look better, hopefully. That's totally how I feel, though. Just about an hour and a half, you just keep going with it. Because guess what? Frustration is the road to evolution. And evolution is just paved with this stuff. So if you find yourself frustrated, you're on the right path. And that's just how you got to think. A lot of times it's what kind of mindset are you in that will determine your outcome. If you think all this negative stuff and you think that you're not doing good, then guess what? You're probably not going to do too good. If you think, well, I'm trying hard and that's all that matters and I'm okay with whatever because I know I'm trying hard, then usually you'll get out of that rut. So Rod asks, okay, I don't know what he's asking. He's talking to somebody else. Somebody else is asking, what art books have you learned the most from? Man, there's like these amazing phone apps right now that just joking. That's just a crappy, shameless plug, and shame on me for trying to plug the new Imaginism phone apps that are just like inspiration in your pocket. I'm ashamed and I'm sorry that I mentioned that. There you go for $4.99. Art books, art books, art books. Walt Stansfield, love his art book. Was it The Way to? I forget the whole title of it. You know, I'm horrible at this. Last time when I remember when I was interviewing Peter DeSalle, he was talking about Arthur Rackham, and I couldn't even remember who Arthur Rackham is, even though I had his books. You know, so whatever. Sometimes things happen. You know. Now another question: how often do you use reference images? For example, are you using any now? No, I'm not. As you could probably tell, this is not too accurate. You know, it depends. It depends what I want to do. Sometimes if it's something very specific and I have no idea, then of course I'm going to use reference. If I, don't have any, or if I do have a good idea of what I'm painting, then a lot of times I don't use reference. Because that way something a little bit more perhaps original will come out of it. Steven Silver, what he does is he draws something straight off a reference first and then puts it all away. And then does his own thing. So that sounds very interesting as well. Davey Blight, what's up, man? Question: do you pay attention to many of the Eastern artists, say from Korea or China? Honestly, nowadays, I don't really pay attention to too much art nowadays, just because I've been busy, But yeah, there's tons of great artists out there. Art Germ, of course, everybody knows Art Germ. He's an amazing painter as well, and everything, and very, very cool artist. I don't know who the other people are. There's a lot of great people in, of course, in Massive Black in Shanghai. Those guys are really cool. When are you going to sell, what does it say? When are you going to sell the apps in Mexico? Well, everything's online, so you can buy it off the website. Okay. So, question: without the Cintiq, would your art be as good as it is now? And which Cintiq do you own? Whatever you call it, or however you pronounce it. I own a 21-inch Cintiq. Would my art be as good without it? I hope so. What I was going to do today was I was going to do a live sketch session where I would be painting or I would be drawing stuff live, which I thought would be very cool, but I just didn't have time today. Jansen David asks, do you ever get offended with people using the word starving artist? As long as they're not calling me starving. And you know what? Honestly, practice not being affected by people's words if you don't want to. Okay? If you don't think it's good for you, then practice not being affected by what they're saying. Because that kind of crap can really put a person down. You know what I mean? When you're on a roll and everything and you're doing good, you're feeling good, don't let anybody bring you down with that kind of stuff, with anything that might offend you. Of course, it's not like I never been, but, put down or whatever, change of mood because of somebody. But, I got to keep trying, right? And I keep trying to not be affected by what other people say if I don't want to be affected by it. Just brush it off your shoulder. Okay, so somebody else is asking, question, do you believe anybody can become great in art? What an awesome question. I love this question, and I missed you guys so much in CHIUStream. I don't know if you guys missed me, but I missed you guys. And, after CHIUStream, I get so pumped. I keep painting for another, at least another hour. So it's awesome to be back. Just wanted to put that out there. But, yeah, let me ask you this question, okay? Instead of me answering, do you believe anybody can become a great in art? Let me ask you this question. Do you believe, if you don't believe in yourself, that you'll still become a great artist? If you believe that you will never become a great artist, you think you'll become a great artist? The answer should be no. Most likely, no. That's how it usually is. So, in other words, of course, I don't believe that, I believe anybody can become a great artist no matter what. And I suggest that you believe this too, because this is what helped me to keep going when I'm looking at my stuff and looking at other people's stuff and going, man, their stuff is awesome and my stuff stinks. Because I just kept believing, you know what? I believe if I try hard, then I'm going to get good. I'm going to, start to understand things, and I'm going to become a better painter. So that's what you got to do. You got to believe. People that believe what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you and you really believe it, you really adopt it, you're going to have a completely different outcome than another person that heard the exact same CHIUStream, that, heard everything exactly the same. You could be identical twins and everything is the same, except that you believe that anybody can become a good artist and the other person doesn't, and there'll be a completely different outcome. It's up to you. That's why it's like, man, a lot of these things I know a lot of those people out there are going to be listening to this and going, man, that Bobby Chiu, he full of stuff. He's just full of stuff. And they tell their friends, don't listen to Bobby Chiu, he's full of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I am totally full of crap to all those people out there, of course, because it won't work for them. It will never work for them. These words are not meant for them. These words are meant for the hardcore mofos that are out there listening to me right now, even though it might be super early in the morning, even though it might be super late at night. Let me hear you give a little shout out to where you're from. Let everybody know up in here that you're not alone. Where you're from and what time is it out there? Because I know that this kind of stuff is, positive vibes are always viral. And that's what I'm talking about. People up at 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, whatever. From all over the place. UK, oh my gosh, 5 in the morning. That's why I love doing this whole entire CHIUStream thing. I never thought that I knew it'd be good. I knew it'd be good for me. I knew it'd be good for some. I didn't know it'd be good for so many. So this has been an awesome, awesome trip. And geez, everywhere. India, Australia, New Zealand, geez, everywhere, everybody, the selected few find their way to these positive vibes. And I've seen that many of you have been promoting these positive vibes to other people, which is great. Because why fight with other people? Why try to keep your secrets and all that bull? evolve constantly, and you'll never have to, keep many secrets because, you're always changing. So what was important, last week is not nearly as important now, and then that allows you to be able to share it all the time. Okay, so Tejab DB is saying you rock, but right now the competition is Hillary Clinton and a weird game show in the Philippines. I'm assuming that you're saying that, Hillary Clinton is on the is on UStream right now broadcasting. Well, you know what? You know what I say to her? I punch her in the face. No, just joking. Just joking. But, who cares? I don't care. I don't care about her. I don't care about what she's doing because this show isn't for her. And her show isn't for the people on here. You know what I mean? This for hardcore artists. Not people that are, talking all politics and all this stuff. We're drawing shark creatures for crying out loud. So, right now it's 1:09 a.m. Let's give another little, let's give away some iPhone apps, alright? iPhone apps. So what you're going to do is T-Bear, he has the promo codes, okay? He has the promo codes ready to give out. One promo code is going to go to the winner of the competition. Peter, can you manage that? The competition thing? So you could allow the votes and you can do whatever, allow submissions and stuff. Okay, cool. And so let's think of a question. What's a good question here? Let's start off with something simple. Okay. Where was I born? This is a super simple one. First person to name where I was born gets a free friggin' phone app from Bobby Chiu and Imaginism Studios. Canada, Toronto. Beep, 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 beep. Sorry. I guess it's not that easy. Earth is pretty good, Skin Paint. Taiwan. Adriana. Big shout out to Adriana. Got the phone app. So, T, can you coordinate with her on how to get her promo code for a free phone app? For a free Waterworld's phone app? Inspiration in your pocket. There you go. All right. So, let's see. Let's get this shark thing going on here while I think of another question. All right. This is looking pretty good. So once again, Tim Sale is going to be our next guest on CHIUStream. Very cool guy. And he's very graciously said that he would also give away a piece of his original art. I guess you guys would probably want to hear about the Hello Kitty art show that we went to. I guess it was just last week, right, Peter? Yeah. Last week we attended the 35th anniversary of the Hello Kitty art show. Went to the swanky VIP party out in Culver City in California, and it was pretty cool. The beginning of the day, we spent the beginning of the day at DreamWorks. Me, Silver, Peter, and Kay. T had to hold it down on the home front, but he'll be back. He'll be back in Burbank next month in November with us at the CTN convention. So yeah, we went to DreamWorks, did a little tour. That was very cool. And then later on at night, we went to this Hello Kitty art show. And it was crazy. Red carpet event and all this stuff and lights, camera, action type deal with all these, news reporters and stuff like that. So, I'm there and I'm just getting in and I get in, I start looking around and, see all this cool stuff and I'm like, oh, awesome. Now what? How am I going to spend the next bunch of hours here? What the heck am I going to do? So, there's a lot of very interesting people there, very interesting individuals, just how they look even. So me and Silver, we started looking at people and we're like, oh yeah, that guy looks like one of your characters, Steven. Things like that. And that was cool. And then all of a sudden I turn around and I see Paris Hilton right behind me. And I'm like, holy cow. And Kay is like right there next to her and starts to talk to her. So I take a nice little picture of her and with Kay and everything. So that was super cool. Really interesting to it's I guess it's very surreal just to see these people right in front of your face and everything. Very interesting. Then what happened? We saw this guy. He looked just like one of Steven Silver's characters, and I was like, yeah, and I started talking about that, and then I noticed, hey, this is Jason Mayhem Miller from Bully Beatdown. I don't know if any of you watch Bully Beatdown on MTV, but it's a pretty funny show. It's all about these bullies that get challenged to stay in the ring with professional fighters, for X amount of time, and then they win money. And then the maker of the show, or the host of the show, Jason Mayhem Miller, he interviews the different nerd or the different people that got I shouldn't call them nerds, even though some of them are kind of nerdy. But then again, I'm pretty nerdy myself, so whatever. But yeah, he interviews these nerds and asks them, oh, what did this person do to you, this and that. Sometimes they truly are nerds. Sometimes they're totally not, and, I feel really bad for them. Like, sometimes people will say, yeah, this bully around town beats up everybody, beats me up all the time, throws me around, literally throws me around sometimes, and last week choked me with my own mouse cord in school. Something like that, right? And then sometimes they're truly nerdy. Like this person was on there and said, I don't know if you guys seen this or not, but said, yeah, I told this bully that I had erectile dysfunction and he made flyers and he told everybody at school. I think that's just dumb. You know what I mean? If you have something as embarrassing as erectile dysfunction, why are you going to go tell people? Anyways, totally off topic. And, yeah, it was very cool to see an MMA fighter in at the Hello Kitty art show. So weird. Anyways, I saw him. I got to talk with him a little bit. Got to talk with Dave. What was his name? Dave Navarro. Yeah, Dave Navarro. For a little bit, saw this person. This actress from some Disney show, I forget what it was. She was very nice person, but sorry, I forgot what your name was. And saw Kimora Lee. She was filming her reality show. It's so funny because all these people are on reality shows basically, except for that Disney person that I didn't really know. And these are all like the reality shows that I love to watch, or not that I love to watch, but that I've watched before. Anyways, I love reality shows in general, well, of course, the ones that don't seem scripted, which is like less and less nowadays, but it's always interesting. I'm always interested in people's lives, I guess, interesting people and their lives. Because I feel like a lot of things you can really learn from other people's experiences. So, who else did I see? I saw this porn star named Tara Patrick. So, Paris Hilton and Tara Patrick. I saw two porn stars that night. When do you ever see that? I mean, I'm just joking. I'm just poking a little fun. I probably shouldn't. I take it back. Is it too late to take it back? Okay. Okay, so somebody is asking, what did she look like? What did Paris Hilton look like? She looked exactly like what she looks like on TV. She looks exactly like what she looked like on TV. A bit shorter than I thought she would look. Like I read somewhere that she's supposed to be 5'9". I don't think so. Um, who else did we see? I saw anybody seen Margaret Cho's reality show? I saw her little assistant. That's like she's a little person. She's about 5 foot, or not even like I'd say like 3 foot something, or at the very most 4 feet. Tiny, tiny person. Um, really, she was rocking this big old champagne bottle, and I was thinking, there's no way this little person's gonna finish that. But she was cool too. She was fun. Who else did I see? You remember who else we saw, Peter? I don't know. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. Oh, artists? Oh yeah, I met Travis Louis and Gary Baseman. That was very cool. Love both of their work. Um, I met this, or I didn't meet this person. I saw this person named Buff Monster. It's another, fine artist. I think I saw a bunch of people. I saw this other person. What was that one-eyed monster or something like that? Or I forget. I saw a bunch of monsters that night. Everybody's got crazy names. I'm officially, once I go straight into fine art, I'm officially changing my name to the Green Lizard. And I'm gonna talk all all eccentric and stuff, and I'll come in and be like, welcome to my. I was planning this out with a couple people here. I was just joking, but I was like, you know what I'll do? I'll hire some gymnasts to come in, and they're rocking this. They're wearing this. The person's wearing the same stuff as I am, and they would do all these crazy flips into the gallery and flip behind a curtain, and then I would pop out seamlessly, and then I would have on my crazy outfit, whatever that is, and everybody would only know me as the Green Lizard, and I'd come out and I'd be like, "Welcome to my art show. I am the Green Lizard," and then I would, I wouldn't give them anything else. I would do weird stuff, put my hands in, always putting my hands in weird artistic positions. And, I think that'll sell a whole bunch of paintings. That would be awesome. And only my true streamers will know the true secret, the true identity of the Green Lizard. So, give me your feedback. Will you think that'll work or not, or I don't know. But trying out interesting ideas is what makes life fun. Anyways, all right. So you have 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. I got 7 minutes left to finish my little shark creature. Let's come up with another question here. Okay. Let's come up with another question here for another free phone app. For Waterworlds, our sold out Imaginism sketchbook. Let's see. What can I do here? All right. So this should be a pretty easy one, okay? So what subject and school did I teach at last year? What college and subject did I teach last year? You got to get both school and the subject. So a bunch of people already said, but they didn't pay attention to the instructions. So Trigmicart, I think you win. Sheridan, life drawing. Sheridan College was where I taught, and life drawing was the subject. So that guy, who was it? It was Trigmicart. Overlord. Oh, yeah, sorry. Never mind. Sorry, Trigmicart. Sorry to get your hopes up. Don't be depressed, but I'm going to have to give this to Overload Graphic. He wrote life drawing, or he or she wrote life drawing, and then afterwards wrote Sheridan. So, there you go. Okay, so T, you can communicate with him or her to give this person a free iPhone app. Who out there is from Sheridan? Are there any old Sheridan students, or not old Sheridan students, but Sheridan students out there right now listening in? Adriana is on there. Old Sheridan grad. I know who Adriana is. How you doing, Adriana? Hope you're doing well. Now, let's see. So that's how many phone apps did we give out so far, T? That's only a second one? Man, we gotta get busy on this. Okay. Let's think of something else. First person to name my handle on conceptart.org. What is my username on conceptart.org? First person to get it wins a free Waterworlds phone app. So far, nobody's gotten it yet. Digital Bobbert is my handle on many things. Oh, somebody just got it. JIEMOC, whatever that is. You won a phone app. All right, you won a Waterworlds sold out art book in phone app version. So congratulations. Right on. Good for you. So that is, how many apps is that? That's 3 now? One's for the contest? Okay, contest is in 3 minutes. So get ready to submit your stuff in 3 minutes. And where are you going to submit the stuff? Where are you going to participate? You're going to participate at schoolism.com/chiutv.php. And that's where we go to submit your stuff. That way you can vote on it and everything. Lots of fun. Good times. Good times. I'll try to do a live. Anybody want to see a live sketching session where I just sketch live? Or not live, but not on the computer, on paper. Anybody want that? Anybody's interested in that? Let me know. I'm always, thinking about how to mix things up here and make it more interesting every day. I think that would be pretty cool. I can also, if you like, I was thinking I can also bring out a couple of the interesting things that I've collected over the years, as well as main inspirations. One of my main inspirations for creatures. I got a little creature in the studio named Toby. That is, he's my little buddy, he's my little pet. So that would be really cool to show as well, I think. We'll try to get that going. Okay, so there we go. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in your shark creature, whatever. So today, geez, that pressure was on, huh? 45 minutes to finish your shark creature. Not a lot of time at all. Anybody can give me a good idea on what to dress up for Halloween? Just throwing that out there. I was thinking of SpongeBob SquarePants. I bought this oversized SpongeBob SquarePants t-shirt, and I think all I need is to put a cardboard box over my head, cut out the arms, and then slip on the shirt. Anybody want to see a picture of that? Of Bob Chiu as SpongeBob SquarePants? Oh, I guess no. I don't hear anything, so I guess I won't. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Some people want to see that? Somebody says wheatgrass. Right on, wheatgrass. Somebody's saying Davy's saying dress up as Marco. I think there's only room enough on this planet for one Marco. That's for sure. We'll see what happens. I might not dress up at all because there's so much to do this weekend. It's just bonkers. It's just nuts. But we'll see what happens, okay? The green lizard says it's a good idea. Godot says, oh, somebody was saying, a bunch of people were saying dress up as the green lizard. You know why I was saying green lizard. I just came up with it because our logo is the chameleon, right? So, you get it? That'd be cool. Anyways, time is up. So everybody that participated in this, everybody that did a shark creature, go ahead and upload your shark creature to the Schoolism site. I'm going to give you how many minutes? How much? Give them 5 minutes? Okay, 7 minutes, says Peter. 7 minutes. Peter Chan sitting out in the corner over there. And I got my buddy T in the back, and I got my bro Ben in right behind me. So the whole entire crew's here. Kay's upstairs. She's doing something. She's not feeling too well, so she's painting and drawing somewhere else today. So there you go. Oh, somebody's saying 10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right, fine. 10 minutes. So 1 minute has already passed. Let's say 9 minutes left. Okay, and that's pretty usual. Okay, so 9 minutes left. Take a look at your time. All right, and winner gets a free Waterworld's phone app. There you go. You put it on your iPhone. You got the Waterworlds in your pocket. And there's all sorts of other. Oh, Adriana, where am I spending Halloween? Man, I hope I can spend it at Alvin Lee's place because he's throwing a big badass party. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's invited. On where's it? Queen Street, right near the Gladstone Hotel, 1188. He's gonna kill me for this. But 1188 Queen Street West. Adriana, you're invited. Everybody's invited. Mr. Tucker Ford, you're invited. Davy Blight's invited. See y'all down there. Oh, and Peter was just. Oh, who's hosting it? It's Alvin Lee, my good buddy Alvin Lee, also a teacher on schoolism.com. He teaches a great comic book class on there. Everything's full right now, so probably no point in mentioning it. But if you can get onto that class, that's a great class because it teaches you how to draw comic books, and he draws over top of your stuff. It's awesome. Davy Blight saying he's gonna wear pants to this party. I think I'm gonna wear pants to this party as well. Some square pants. Anyways, so we have what is it? 6 minutes left. Is that right? No, 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left till voting starts. Okay, so do not vote. Do not vote yet. Wait for everybody to upload their stuff so everybody has an equal opportunity, please. Okay, 1 vote per person. Okay. So, Snufflu, so whatever your name is, said that was a great and informative Q&A you did. You and Alvin did, Bob. Thanks. Awesome. These interviews are so much fun because usually when I talk to these people, I don't ask them so many darn questions. I'm not so prying into their life. And, part of me wishes that I could pry into their life a little bit, and this allows me to do that. So that's awesome. There's so many good things in life that you can, come up with that is good for everybody. It's good for everybody. Like Alvin can come on and promote his class or promote whatever he's doing. Whoever comes on can do that. Also, they do something for you guys as well. Inspire people as well as give out some free art, which is very, very cool. Mike Mignola doesn't give out free art very often, practically never. So that was very cool for him to do that as well. So that's really good. It's really good for me because, it's just fun to interview people, and of course, it's good for CHIUStream when I do that. It's going to bring in more viewers, and with more viewers, allows me to approach bigger and badder artists and crazier artists and say, yeah, you should come on too. So everything is pretty positive. And it's all free. That's always a very, very good thing. So, I really hope that people out there will start to think more about, ways on making good deals, because that good ideas, good deals always, is great for everybody. That's why they're called good deals. Adriana asks, have I ever met Mike Mignola before? Just at conventions, and that's no place to be talking to people too much because, everybody's super busy, and especially Mike Mignola. Come on. So I'm usually very busy as well during those things, and half the time I don't even know what's going on anymore because you just meet so many people throughout the day. I probably wouldn't recognize my own mother. Davy Blight asks, have you ever animated your own work before? Yes, I have. I actually did a little challenge on Twitter today for some free phone apps because I was just giving away phone apps today just for the heck of it, spreading some good vibes. And it was one of the questions was who can find one of my old films. I made 2 little short films in my life. Yeah, one was JN2Art is writing it right there. Basically, one was of the Cosby Show. Now, if you find this stuff, okay, well, like I'm not an animator, so take that into account, okay? During those times, I was concentrating on my portfolio, becoming a better painter. Oh, yeah, and the other one, Adriana is talking about it right now, is about this homeless guy that was at the zoo, and he was very hungry, and nobody's giving him any food. And all this time that people are being mean to him, this monkey in the background is looking at the homeless guy and decides to come down and give him a banana that he had, basically. So it's like this fun story about man's inhumanity to man. I'm saying it's fun because it had a good ending. It had a happy ending, or else it wouldn't be so fun, right? The homeless film, I have no idea where I would be able to find that. And since I've moved so many times, I don't even know if I would be able to find that. But if you find it, you feel free to share it with whoever else. But like I said, I'm not an animator. All right? Animation was merely a hobby. And this being in animation, really, the whole entire point of it was because I saw so many darn good artists coming from there and so many good draftsmen coming from that program. That's why I joined that program, because I knew it was hard, and I wanted a challenge. Matt Mitt says, was it on your hard drive that died? And what he's referring to is when I was, when I finally decided that I wanted to quit my studio job and go freelance. This was before Imaginism. That very night, oh, by the way, voting is now open. So go ahead and vote on schoolism.com /ChiuTV.php and give in your vote. 5 minutes to vote, starting right now. So, the very same night, that same day that I quit my job and I determined that, I'm going to go freelance full time, that's when the craziest thing happened. My hard drive literally stopped turning and was ruined. And I didn't back up a lot of the stuff, so I lost tons and tons of work. Now, a lot of people, if that happened, they would say, man, this is fate telling me to stop. This is fate giving me the hint to, you know what, you shouldn't go this freelance route. If I believed that, then that would have been absolutely true. But it's only because right there and then I believed in the fact that, you know what, this is fate messing with me. This is fate, just trying to mess up my life and just trying to mess with me. It's challenging me. It's telling me, yeah, I'm going to throw this big, tough thing in your way. And if you are really serious about it, you're going to pick yourself up, you're going to dust yourself off, and you're going to keep going. Because if you do, there's going to be amazing things ahead of you. And because I believed in that, then it became true. A lot of the best things, the most powerful things in life in general are things that you can't see. Like believing, like imagination, like ideas, like love, like all that stuff, friendship. Those are the most powerful things in the world. Not money or not, whatever else you're thinking of. That's the most powerful thing in the world. Happiness. Those are the things I strive for. Anything else is only to lead me towards the point where I am feeling happy. One big part of my happiness, things that make me happy, is my freedom. And that's why I, started my own thing, and that's why I went on my own. And you out there listening right now, if you ever had any doubts, okay, and you are waking up early and you're staying up late listening to me doing these CHIUStreams, doing the challenges, let me tell you something right there. Yeah, stare into that monitor. I'm talking to you. You see this shark? That's me talking to you. Yeah, you. You have what it takes. You have exactly what it takes. Because you are exactly like how I was back then and how I am right now. Yeah. You. You are exactly the same. You have the heart and the drive to make it. And as long as you believe it, I'm telling you it's going to come true. I'm telling you it's going to come true. As long as you believe it. Okay, so use your common sense. Work hard. Do it with passion. Kick some butt. And if anybody tells you that you couldn't do this, if anybody tells you you're not meant to do this, don't let them affect you. Don't punch them in the face, but don't let them affect you. Okay? Use that as the fuel to drive us towards your dreams, or to drive you towards your dreams. I'll do the same. These kind of beliefs is what makes people keep going, and that's 90% of the darn stuff is just to keep going. So somebody's asking, didn't you tell people to punch something really hard one time? That's just those negative voices in your head. Those negative voices can kiss my ass. Oops. But it's true. Those negative voices deserve a swift punch in the face or a kick in the butt. Because they don't belong here at all. Those won't do you any good. Okay, so now the voting is done. Let's go to the voting, or to all the votes. Okay, let me see what's going on out here. Let me see what crazy creative shark creatures everybody made. All right. Let's see. TV. All right, so for some free phone apps. Okay. The other thing is, if you put out positive vibes, I'm telling you, you're going to get it back in return. Especially if they're genuine, especially if you're doing it just because you want to do it. Which means, especially if you vote for somebody else, not caring if your entry is going to win or not, that's what I'm talking about. Giving out those positive vibes. Okay, so next time, everybody please vote. And, you know, that's only going to help the community, our little community. So let's take a look at the very first image. Okay, this one's by Thomas. Shark creature. A little blurry, Thomas. But hey, as long as you participate, you're doing good. Okay, so thank you so much for your submission. Let's see the next one. Next one over here. Ooh, very cool. Shark creature. It's going to be hard to top that one. That one is by Manuel Hernandez. Great job. That's an awesome job. And then finally we have Eduardo. Peter's telling me to refresh for some reason. Oh, wow. Hector Lopez. Let me give a big shout out to Hector Lopez just for a second here, because he is a hardcore Chiu streamer, has been doing this, since the beginning, I think, and he's been really knocking out some amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So big shout out to Hector, and you know what? Out of the three of these, I think Manuel and Hector both deserve free iPhone apps here. Waterworld's iPhone apps for participating. Excellent job to both of you guys. Awesome job. So Manuel and Hector, you guys win. Give yourself a big pat on the back, and everybody that participated today, give yourself a good old pat on the back, because you guys did great. As long as you keep doing this, I'm telling you, you're going to improve. You're going to get better and better. And that's what it's all about. It's all about that consistent effort. That consistent effort that's going to bring your art to that next level. And putting that pressure on you is good for you. So enjoy it. Enjoy that frustration. Enjoy that pressure. It's about time for me to sign off now. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to doing another CHIUStream. Remember to follow me on my Twitter and everything. So that's the best way for me to get the word out whenever I'm going to do CHIUStreams, especially when my timetable is getting all crazy. But the next CHIUStream, what I think is going to happen is I'm going to try to do it where it's a live camera where you can see me drawing on paper this time. Okay, so I hope everybody, has a great weekend. I'll try to do another CHIUStream on the weekend. We'll see what happens, but follow me on Twitter, username Bobby Chiu, and hope to see you there. Okay, I'm not going to do anything on Halloween, of course, but what I'm thinking is maybe on Sunday sometime, maybe, okay? The other thing that I want to mention was that Peter and I were doing a book signing for one of our new books that we did the cover of. It's called Half Minute Horrors. We're going to be doing a book signing at the Gladstone, so downtown. So hope to see a bunch of you there. All right, so this is Bobby Chiu signing off. Thanks for listening. Keep up the great work and keep kicking butt. All right, keep that intensity going, and I will too. See you all next time. The Green Lizard says I'll see you later. Never mind. I'll stop doing that. Just had to get that off my chest.